The movie opens with a SWAT team raiding the headquarters of a notorious drug cartel. As soon as they breach the building, they encounter fierce resistance, sparking an intense gunfight between the two sides. Gunfire erupts, bodies fall, and both groups suffer heavy casualties. Eventually, the SWAT team gains control and arrests several gang members. While searching the scene, they come across a mysterious container belonging to the criminal organization. Inside the container, the SWAT team unexpectedly discovers a large man with a scorpion tattoo on his back. He is immediately taken into custody. Meanwhile, aboard a private jet, Lars, the notorious leader of the gang, receives a call from a mysterious figure. The caller informs him that Diego has failed his mission and that Scorpio has been captured. The stranger then makes a demand, $50 million in exchange for Scorpio's return. Lars is stunned upon receiving this news. He immediately seeks out Nicholas, a top hacker within the organization. Lars orders Nicholas to track down Scorpio, who is currently being held in the most secretive and brutal prison. He warns that if they don't act quickly, the situation will escalate. Scorpio is a ghost, no identity, no traces left behind. Investigators won't be able to find any information on him. In the interrogation room, the investigator relentlessly questions Diego about Scorpio, but he remains silent, refusing to reveal any information. They try to increase the pressure, forcing him to talk, but suddenly, Diego lets out a tense laugh, his eyes flashing with panic. He warns that Scorpio will kill all of them, leaving no one alive. Before anyone can react, Diego suddenly slams his head against the metal table repeatedly, blood splattering everywhere. The entire team was stunned by Diego's actions, shocked as they wondered what could have driven him to take his own life. Later, Travis went to see Scorpio, trying to extract information. He looked straight into Scorpio's eyes and asked, "Who are you?" Scorpio remained silent under Travis's scrutinizing gaze. He simply said that there was no time for conversations and that he wanted to get out as soon as possible. Travis warned that sooner or later, two men would show up claiming to be FBI agents, but in reality, they weren't. They would demand Scorpio's transfer, and he needed to be cautious. Not long after, just as predicted, two men arrived, introducing themselves as FBI agents and requesting that Travis hand over Scorpio. Suspicious of their demeanor, Travis questioned them with a series of inquiries. However, both simply stated that the information was classified. Travis continued pressing for Scorpio's true identity, but the two men remained silent, merely repeating their demand for his handover. When Travis refused, the strangers immediately attacked. Travis swiftly took down one of them, but the other retaliated fiercely, knocking him to the ground and preparing to finish him off. Just as the situation turned critical, reinforcements arrived in time, saving Travis from imminent danger. Travis arrived at Scorpio's holding cell, only to be stunned when he found it empty. Suddenly, Scorpio emerged from behind and launched an attack, forcing them into an intense fight. Each of Scorpio's strikes was powerful, quickly overwhelming Travis. He disarmed him, but instead of finishing him off, Scorpio unexpectedly returned the gun and told Travis that he needed to trust him because things had already gone too far. Scorpio was taken back to his cell, and Travis immediately questioned him about the two mysterious men who had come looking for him. Scorpio insisted he had no idea who they were. However, he warned that in the coming days, even more people would be after him. He then revealed his past, having served in special forces before becoming a spy. But more importantly, he was in possession of information worth billions of dollars, the very reason why everything had become so dangerous. The gangs were hunting for Scorpio, so he warned Travis that they needed to leave immediately. Otherwise, everyone present could become a target at any moment. Meanwhile, Lars tracked Scorpio's location and hired a team of assassins to hunt him down. Scorpio led Travis to a safe place, but just then, a sniper took aim at them. Sensing the danger, Scorpio shouted for Travis to get down. A split second later, gunfire erupted. Their car came under heavy attack. When Lars' henchmen arrived to abduct Scorpio, he fought fiercely, taking them down one by one. However, another group stormed in, opening fire relentlessly on Scorpio and the SWAT team. They managed to retreat and return to headquarters safely. But Lars had other plans. He ordered Nicholas to infiltrate the building's security system. In no time, Nicholas not only successfully hacked into the system, but also shut down the entire power supply, plunging the headquarters into darkness. A technician reported that the entire power supply had been cut off, leaving them completely disconnected from the outside world. Scorpio quickly recognized this tactic. It was the work of a professional criminal organization, one that isolates its target before striking. Suddenly the phone rang. It was Lars. He demanded that Travis put him on speaker so everyone could hear. Lars made his offer hand over Scorpio, and everything would end without any bloodshed. Lars threatened, "If you don't hand over Scorpio, you'll all pay with your lives." He declared that Scorpio was not just dangerous but a mastermind of chaos, someone who destabilized nations and manipulated terrorism for his own gain. "He's a master deceiver," Lars warned. "Don't let him manipulate you like he has so many others." Hearing Lars' threat, Scorpio said he would surrender in 10 minutes, but on one condition: Lars had to guarantee the safety of everyone there. Lars agreed. However, inside headquarters, Scorpio and the SWAT team quickly strategized. They knew Lars was not a man of his word. These 10 minutes weren't for surrendering, they were for executing the perfect plan to take him down. Their plan was to open the back entrance for the special forces to infiltrate while calling for reinforcements. To distract Lars, they brought in a decoy who looked exactly like Scorpio, matching his build and attire. Scorpio told Travis, "There might be a traitor among us, someone feeding information to Lars." Because of this, Scorpio would discuss the plan only with Travis. As Lars's team gathered outside, waiting for Scorpio to appear, he ordered his men to move toward the back entrance exactly as Travis's team had planned. Everything seemed to be going their way until Lars suddenly noticed a faint light flashing from inside the headquarters. This wasn't a random signal, it was a sign from a traitor secretly feeding him information. Realizing the setup, Lars immediately ordered his men to fall back. He had figured out that this was a trap. Jaina quietly approached a member of Lars's gang who was being held inside the headquarters. After freeing him, Jaina ordered the man to leave immediately and find Lars. He had to deliver an important message. Jaina would hand over Scorpio in exchange for $50 million, and at the same time, reveal the identity of the traitor. However, the plan didn't go as expected. The moment he stepped outside, the henchman betrayed Jaina. Without hesitation, he killed the very person who had just saved him. Suddenly, Detective Ellen appeared and charged into battle against the traitor, taking him down instantly. At the same time, the headquarters doors burst open. Seeing his chance, Lars ordered his men to eliminate anyone in their path, including Scorpio. He declared that the deal was off, blaming SWAT for breaking their agreement. Inside the headquarters, the special forces held their ground, responding with a fierce barrage of gunfire. A brutal shootout erupted, and amidst the chaos, a SWAT member was hit and wounded. She ordered her teammates to retreat, as she was carrying explosives, a self-sacrificing decision to stop the gang as they closed in. At the same time, Ellen engaged in a fierce fight with Lars' bodyguard. However, Lars suddenly attacked from behind, delivering a powerful blow that knocked her unconscious. Meanwhile, SWAT attempted to escape the headquarters but unexpectedly ran into Lars' gang. Without hesitation, Scorpio rushed forward, urging them to trust him. Without missing a beat, he drew his gun and fired with deadly precision, taking down one enemy after another, clearing a path for SWAT to move forward. Meanwhile, Travis and Scorpio searched the area, carefully checking every dark corner to ensure there were no remaining threats from the gang. However, Scorpio remained cautious. He told Travis, "We can't let our guard down. They may be gone, but we can't be careless." As expected, a hidden enemy lurked in the shadows. Scorpio called out to Lars, saying he knew his every move. Moments later, Lars and his bodyguard emerged, locking eyes with Scorpio before launching into pursuit. While Travis stayed close behind, an intense battle erupted, with both sides fighting fiercely. After a prolonged confrontation, Lars began to run out of ammunition, desperately trying to fight back. Seizing the opportunity, Travis exploited his weakness, took him down, and threw him out of the building. Meanwhile, Scorpio and Lars continued their brutal one-on-one duel. With a powerful strike, Scorpio finally brought Lars down, ending his threat once and for all. Catching his breath, Scorpio turned to Travis and admitted, "I'm exhausted from constantly being hunted." Then, without hesitation, he pulled out a tooth. Inside was a microchip containing highly classified files. Handing it to Travis, Scorpio warned, "The information in here threatens entire nations." Suddenly, Elaine shot Scorpio and snatched the microchip. At that moment, the truth was revealed: she was the traitor, the one who had been secretly working for Lars all along. She had orchestrated everything, from leaking intel to manipulating the situation inside headquarters. Refusing to let her escape, Travis immediately took off after her. Finally, Travis caught Elaine, and the traitor was taken into custody. Just when it seemed like everything had come to an end, a paramedic approached Travis, asking him to confirm the identity of a body they had just found. They suspected it was Scorpio. Travis stepped forward and looked at the body. The moment he realized it wasn't Scorpio, he made a quick decision. Turning to the paramedic, he firmly stated, "Yes, this is him." A deliberate lie to conceal the truth about Scorpio's real fate. Scorpio did it to ensure his survival. After escaping, he went into hiding in a remote location, staying out of reach from the relentless pursuit of the gangs. However, an unexpected truth was revealed. The data chip he handed over was actually a fake. Scorpio still had the original chip, holding secrets that could shake the entire world. If you love thrilling movies, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more exciting summaries.